Вы решили изменить жизнь.
You decided to change your life to become more fit. You need a workout plan. A personal trainer is expensive. A universal program from the internet doesn't work. There should be a AI program that builds a program for you and adapts to you and changes every day. It's real. Thousands of people prepare for marathons using AI trainers. Oleg Mazurov from All Might Sports, who will tell us how to make such workouts personal and efficient.
Всем привет! Сегодня
Hello, everyone. Let's talk about running and how we use AI for that. So, running is becoming more and more popular, and it has been on the rise for the last 40 years. In some countries, it's so popular that 25 to 30% of population engage in running.
еще одним характерным показателем
Another good indicator of the popularity is how many marathons are done and how many people participate. At the start of the 80s, where all the marathons began, just a couple of hundreds of fans participated. Right now, the biggest marathons, the so-called majors, have 50 to 60,000 participants and are a big scale events, city scale or even world scale. In Russia, this has been on the rise and it's very fast. The popularity of running is growing and it's becoming more and more popular. So how many participants? You can see that with the Moscow Marathon. The number of participants grew almost 3 times. And now it's 16,000. And the overall number of fans who are preparing for that is 400,000. In Russia, 3 to 5 million people run, not as many as in Europe, where 50 million run, but it's still a very... Sports, the kind of sports that's on the rise. It's popular with students as well. There are special even running clubs. The number of participants grows every time by hundreds of thousands. Meanwhile, the services connected to running and the goods and services also grow. In Europe, the money that the running fans spend on everything connected to running is 200 billion euros. It's running shoes, gadgets, smart watches, Strava or Adidas running apps with 100 million users each. But there is a big challenge that's not solved. It has existed for a long time. How these people should train. The more people train, the more the demand for preparation. Sometimes it's done in old-fashioned ways. They're finding their own fitness trainers, or they do it on their own, or they do it in groups. Sometimes it's good, but sometimes it's not, because self-training as self-treatment is not always efficient, and sometimes it can even lead to traumas. Or they can get a training plan from the internet. It's also a bad thing, because the plan can be put on the wall, and if you have a trauma, and if it stops working, if you go to a business trip, for example, something hinders, it will not work. Then people start looking for trainers and find out that it's very expensive. But also there are not enough trainers, because there are millions of people who want to do that, and there must be hundreds of thousands of trainers. In Russia, as of now, there are about 2,000 trainers. Nearly not enough. A fitness tracker is also a good thing, but also it can help because people don't understand what to do with it. They show some numbers, but what to do with them, they don't understand. There should be a scalable solution that should help an unlimited number of people train on their own in an adaptive way when they find it convenient and with the levels of intensity that they actually that actually suit them. And so we decided to create a special trainer based on AI that uses a big array of data that's generated by smartwatches that almost every person uses today. The pulse, the tempo, the length of sleep, there's much data, and they can be used to adapt a special training plan for every person. This process has just begun, but biggest organizers of marathons in the world work with such apps to ensure that all the runners have this kind of solution that could actually help them. So the better the runner is prepared, then the better their memories, the better the performance, the better the positive impression, the better things they will tell their friends, etc., etc. So it's a better customer experience. The examples of the organizers who work with such apps, one is Oh My Sports, ours. For example, the Moscow Marathon works with us. For about 15,000 people have downloaded our app and I use that to prepare. And all of this starts in the running community, which includes the Moscow Marathon, are serviced by this app. Many participants of these marathons download this app as a personal trainer. The New York Marathon works with a runner. If you know something about triathlon, the Ironman Global Series, it works with TriDot. The London Marathon works with Coupa. It's also a personal trainer. It doesn't use as much AI. It's more of a plan constructor. But anyway, all of these work on the basis of the data and how they're interpreted by AI algorithms to build individual plans. I won't tell you very much about all the stars that we work with. It's not the Moscow Marathon. It's also the free marathons, White Knights Marathon, the Students' Cup, the Luzhniki Marathon. So more and more organizers have to started to work with us because there are many participants who they want to prepare, and there are not enough trainers, and so it's a natural choice for them. So what do organizers get? We know, but what do the runners get? For example, how their performance is improved. On average, the performance is improved drastically. 14.6% is the average statistical growth of the performance for our runners in a certain period of time. It doesn't seem like much, but if you look at the minutes, for various differences, it's a lot. For the marathon, it's 36 minutes improvement, 16 minutes for half marathon, and 9 minutes for 10 kilometers. It's a lot. It's a lot. This time can be spent on something else. You can understand how much this is for the disciplines where every second matters. So what's inside? This is very simple and easy process of loading. You identify your types of sports, choose the triathlon or running or bicycle, and then you choose run, and then tap run, and then on the screens you have an individual training plan where you have a detailed plan, videos, or you can connect various smart devices, or a Garmin profile, for example, and you can talk to the assistant or write to a trainer. So this combines physical contact through the chat and digital contact and digital service. Many people are actively using these capabilities, and they are using the chat very actively. What to eat, what kind of running shoes they need. So connecting various smartwatches is something that can be done, looking at how the fitness profile is changing, or opening new things, learning something new about running, self-evaluation, or understanding your potential. These are the capabilities of the app. For the people who want to get more from the app and to engage in running for a longer time, choosing days, decreasing the opportunities, or increasing the opportunities, decreasing the time or effort spent, is something that they can do. And it is done on a big scale, without any limitations to the number of people involved. Everyone can download it and start running. So I urge you to start doing this if you have not yet done so. And maybe start from running 5 kilometers and then build on that.